There is a particular kind of quiet that settles in a life over time. It is not the quiet of peace, not at first. It is the quiet of an empty chair at a familiar table, a space where laughter once echoed so vividly you can almost feel its vibration in the wood. It's the silence of a phone that no longer lights up with a specific name, a name that was once a daily, easy part of your world. It is the profound, aching stillness that comes with being a keeper of memories for those who can no longer tell their own stories. You have become a walking archive of inside jokes no one else understands, of shared histories that now reside only in you. The weight of this quiet can be immense, a heavy blanket on the soul in the dark hours of the night. So the question we must gently hold tonight is not how to forget, but how to carry. How do we find true, restorative rest when we are the ones left standing, the guardians of so much love and so much loss? How do we allow our bodies to sink into the deep peace of sleep when our hearts are so full of ghosts? Over the next while, we will explore this together. We will not seek to erase the emptiness, but to understand it. We will learn to hold the immense love they left behind, not as a burden that keeps us awake, but as a gentle, warming light that can guide us into slumber. We will find a way for rest to be a sanctuary, a place where you can be with their memory in peace. And to begin, there is nothing you need to do, nothing to fix or solve. Simply be here, now, in this space you have created for yourself. Just for a moment, bring your awareness to the room you are in. Notice the quality of the air, the gentle sounds, or the deep silence around you. Consider the time of night where you are. Perhaps it is the early evening, with the world just beginning to quiet down. Or maybe you are in the deep, velvet dark of the late hours, that time between 1 and 4 in the morning, when the world feels like it belongs only to the sleepless and the dreaming. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, acknowledge this moment. You have chosen this time for yourself. This space is yours. This quiet is yours to fill with peace. And now, allow your body to begin its journey toward rest. Feel the surface beneath you, whether it's the softness of a mattress, the cool crispness of the sheets, or the gentle weight of a blanket. Give your body permission to become heavy, to truly surrender its weight to the support that is holding you. Let your bones feel dense and settled. Let your muscles begin to unwind. Start with the small, often forgotten places where we hold the day's tension. Allow your jaw to soften, letting your teeth part just slightly. Let your tongue rest gently in your mouth. Feel the muscles around your eyes release, as if a cool, soothing cloth has been placed over them. Let this wave of softness travel down into your shoulders. For so many of us, the shoulders are where we carry the weight of the world, the burdens we take on, the sorrows we hold for others. Tonight, you have permission to set it all down. Imagine that weight dissolving, melting away, leaving your shoulders feeling light and free, able to drop away from your ears and settle into a state of complete ease. This feeling of release can flow down your arms, through your elbows, and into your hands. Uncurl your fingers. Let your hands rest open, palms up or down, in a posture of receiving, of letting go. There is nothing to hold on to right now, nothing to grasp. Now bring your gentle attention to your breath. There is no need to change it, no need to breathe in any special way. Simply notice it. Notice the quiet, steady rhythm of your own life force, moving in and out. Each inhale brings fresh oxygen, a gentle coolness and each exhale is an opportunity for release. With every breath out, imagine you are releasing a little more of the day, the conversations you had, the tasks you completed, the worries that may have followed you into this room. Let them all go with the out-breath. They do not belong here, in this sacred time for rest. This is your time, your sanctuary. And as you settle deeper into this physical comfort, let us set a gentle intention for our time together tonight. Our intention is not to fight the grief. It is not to build a wall against the sadness or the loneliness. The feelings you have are real, valid, and born of a deep and profound love. To deny them would be to deny the love itself. So tonight, our intention is simply this: to create a safe space within you to honor it all, to acknowledge the empty chair, to feel the silence, and to do so with a spirit of immense self-compassion. We intend to learn how to carry the love of your friends, not as a crushing weight, but as a source of warmth. We are creating a space where their memory can coexist with your peace, where you can honor their lives and still find the deep, restorative sleep your body and soul so desperately need. You have been carrying so much for so long. Tonight, we will learn how to let rest carry you for a while. You are not alone in this feeling. Let your body continue to soften as you hold this intention. Feel the support beneath you as a symbol of the support that is always here for you, even when it feels far away. You have arrived. You are safe. And there is nothing left to do now but breathe and listen and allow. As you continue to rest here, held by the quiet of this moment, let us gently turn our awareness to a feeling that can be difficult to name. It is the sense that the very landscape of your world is shrinking. It's not a dramatic, sudden event. It is a slow, quiet erosion, happening one loss at a time. It's like looking at a familiar map of your life, a map filled with landmarks and familiar routes, only to notice that, one by one, the landmarks are disappearing. The places you used to navigate by, the people who are your true north, are no longer there. The map becomes less detailed, more sparse, and the world it represents can begin to feel smaller, emptier, and less vibrant than it once was. This is not a failure of your memory or your heart. It is the simple, painful truth of cumulative loss. Each friend who departs takes a piece of that shared world with them. They take the corner of the map that only they knew, the secret path you walked together, the private language you both spoke. And what is left behind are the empty spaces. This is one of the most tangible parts of this unique grief. You feel it in real, physical ways. It is the empty space on the couch during a movie night. It is the empty seat at a wedding or a holiday dinner, an absence so loud it feels like a presence in itself. It's the instinct to pick up the phone to share a piece of news, a funny story, or a moment of frustration, only to have your hand stop midway as the reality floods back in. The number is still there, perhaps, but the person is not. That is a space of emptiness. It's in the photographs you look at, seeing a group of smiling faces, and doing the heartbreaking math of who is still here and who is not. Each face that is gone represents a whole universe of experiences, a library of shared moments that now feels locked away. It is completely natural to feel that you are walking through a world that is populated by beloved ghosts. This is not a frightening or morbid thought. It is an honest acknowledgement of what it means to have loved so many people so deeply. When you walk through a familiar park, you are not just seeing the trees and the paths as they are today. You are also walking with the ghost of a conversation you had on that bench, the echo of laughter you shared by that fountain. When you cook a certain meal, the ghost of the friend who gave you the recipe is there in the kitchen with you, their voice in your memory, guiding your hands. These are not hauntings meant to cause you pain. They are testaments. They are proof of a life lived, of connections that were so real and so strong that they refuse to simply vanish. They leave an imprint, an energy, an echo that remains in the places and moments you shared. Acknowledging this does not make you weak. It makes you human. It is the price of admission for a life rich with connection. To love is to risk loss, and to have loved many is to eventually experience many losses. The world may feel like it's shrinking because the people who helped you make sense of it, who reflected your own life back to you, are fewer. Each one held a different mirror up to you. One friend saw your courage. Another saw your humor. Another saw your vulnerability and loved you for it. As the mirrors disappear, it can feel like parts of you are disappearing too. This is a profound and unsettling feeling, and it is essential to validate it. There is nothing wrong with you for feeling this way. Your heart is simply reporting the truth of its own experience. Consider the feeling of a familiar room. You know where everything is: the chair, the lamp, the book on the table. You can navigate it in the dark. Your life with your friends was like that familiar room. You knew where to turn for advice, who to call for a laugh, who would simply sit with you in silence. As each friend passes, it is as if a piece of furniture has been removed from that room. At first, you constantly bump into the empty space where it used to be. The absence is jarring. Over time, you may learn to navigate the new layout of the room, but you never forget what was once there. You never forget the comfort and the function that piece of furniture provided. The room is still your room, but its character has changed. It has become quieter, simpler, more spacious in a way that feels hollow at first. So tonight, as you lie here, give yourself permission to feel the truth of this shrinking landscape without judgment. You do not need to pretend that your world feels as big and bustling as it once did. It is okay to acknowledge the quiet, to mourn the loss of the vibrant chaos of a life full of your people. It is okay to miss the easy shorthand, the shared glances, the deep comfort of being known so completely by so many. What you are feeling is not a sign that your life is over, or that all the good is behind you. It is a sign of how much you have loved. The depth of your grief is a measure of the depth of your connection. The emptiness you feel is shaped exactly like the love that used to fill it. Let this understanding be a comfort. You are not losing your mind. You are not dwelling in the past. You are a traveler in a changing landscape, honoring the places and people that are no longer on the map. And in this quiet space of rest, you can simply be with that truth. You can let the ghosts be what they are, echoes of a beautiful song. You can let the empty spaces be what they are, monuments to a love that was real. Your world has changed, and it is okay. You are still here, and you are safe. As we rest in this shared quiet, let's gently touch upon another layer of this experience, one that is deeply personal and often unspoken. It is the loss of your shared history. With every friend who passes, you lose more than just their presence in your future. You lose a keeper of your past. They were the co-authors of your life story. The ones who held the details you may have forgotten. The ones who could finish your sentences because they were there when the story began. Think of all the inside jokes that now only make sense to you. A single word, a glance, a silly phrase could unlock a whole afternoon of laughter, but now the key is yours, alone. The joke has become a solo performance, a memory that echoes in a chamber of one. It is not that the memory is less precious, but its shared life, its ability to be reignited between two people, is gone. That is a profound and unique form of loneliness. With each friend's passing, it can feel as if a part of your own life story has been erased. Not just their story, but yours. They were the witnesses. They saw you through your awkward teenage years, your first heartbreak, your career triumphs, and your devastating failures. They knew the person you were before you became the person you are now. They knew your parents, your first car, the name of your childhood pet. They remembered that disastrous haircut you tried to forget, and they remembered the incredible courage you showed in a moment you downplayed. They held the context of you. Without them, you are left to tell these stories alone, and sometimes it can feel like you're trying to describe a vibrant color to someone who can only see in black and white. They can listen, they can empathize, but they cannot know. They weren't there. This is a loss that goes beyond simple nostalgia. It touches the very foundation of your identity. We understand ourselves through the reflections we see in the eyes of those who love us. Our friends are our mirrors, and each one reflects a different facet of our being. One friend might have reflected your adventurous spirit, another, your intellectual curiosity, and another, your capacity for quiet tenderness. As these mirrors vanish, one by one, it becomes harder to see the full picture of yourself. You are left with your own perception, which can be clouded by time, by doubt, by the natural fading of memory. It can lead to a quiet, unsettling question that arises in the stillness. Did that really happen? Was I really that person? When the only other person who can definitively say, yes, you were, I was there, is gone, a small piece of your certainty can fade with them. Consider the profound comfort of unspoken understanding. Think about those friendships where you didn't need to explain the backstory. You could just dive right in. They knew the cast of characters in your life, your complicated sibling, your demanding boss, your eccentric aunt. You didn't have to waste a single breath on exposition. That is a rare and beautiful intimacy. It is a kind of emotional shorthand that is built over decades of shared life. Losing this is like losing fluency in a language that only two people spoke. You can still think in that language, remember its cadence and its phrases, but you can never again speak it with someone who understands it as their native tongue. You become the last speaker of a dying language, a language made of shared glances, knowing smiles, and the comfortable silence between two people who have nothing left to prove. And so, it is vital that we affirm the deep, legitimate pain of losing the people who witnessed you. They were the anchors to your timeline. They could say, remember that summer in '92? You were so full of hope then. And their memory would instantly reconnect you to a part of yourself you may have lost touch with. They kept parts of you safe. They remembered your dreams before you achieved them, and they remembered your heart before it was broken. They saw the through line of your life, the continuity of your character, even when you couldn't see it yourself. To lose them is to feel adrift from your own timeline, to feel that your history is becoming more fragile, more dreamlike, less solid. Let yourself honor this pain tonight. There is no need to rush past it or diminish it. It is the grief of the historian who has lost their primary sources. It is the grief of the storyteller who has lost their audience. It is the grief of the soul who has lost its most trusted reflections. Lying here in the safety of your bed, allow yourself to acknowledge the magnitude of this. Think of one specific memory, a small inside joke, or a remember when moment that you shared with someone who is gone. Hold it gently. Feel the warmth of it, the joy, the connection, and then allow yourself to feel the quiet ache of its solitude now. Both feelings can exist at once, the sweetness of the memory and the sadness of its current state. You are strong enough to hold both. This is not about getting stuck in the past. It is about honoring what was real. Your shared history was a tapestry woven with 1,000 threads of conversations, experiences, and emotions. As the weavers leave the loom, you are left as the sole guardian of this magnificent, complex, and beautiful creation. It is a heavy responsibility, but it is also a sacred one. Tonight, we are not trying to reweave it or forget it. We are simply giving ourselves permission to sit before it, to trace its patterns with our memory, and to acknowledge the incredible artistry of the life you built together. The stories are not erased. The history is not lost. It has simply been entrusted in its entirety to you. You are the keeper of the story now, and that is a testament to the life you have lived and the love you have shared. Allow this truth to settle into your bones as you breathe. You are the library, and every story is safe with you. As you rest, sinking deeper into a state of quiet awareness, let's now gently approach a feeling that often lurks in the shadows of this kind of grief. It is the weight of being left behind. This is a feeling tangled with a subtle, cold fear that can surface in the quietest hours of the night. It's a feeling that many are hesitant to admit, even to themselves, because it can feel selfish or morbid. But here, in this safe space, we can look at it with honesty and compassion. It is the existential chill that accompanies outliving your peers, your circle, your chosen family. When you have said goodbye to so many, it is almost impossible for the mind not to ask the quiet, piercing questions. Who's next? And, in a hushed whisper, when will it be my turn? This is not a failure of faith or a lack of courage. It is the logical, human response to witnessing the finite nature of life over and over again. Every phone call that brings bad news, every somber gathering, every obituary with a familiar name serves as a stark reminder of mortality. It's as if you are standing on a shoreline, and one by one, your companions are being called by the tide, pulled gently back into the great, mysterious ocean. At first, you stand with a large group, but as the years go on, you look around, and the crowd on the shore has thinned. You are one of the few still standing on the sand, watching the ceaseless rhythm of the waves. It is natural to feel a sense of unease, to feel the spray of that vast unknown water on your own skin, and to wonder when the tide will come for you. This is the heavy heart of the survivor. It's a weight composed of more than just sadness. It is woven with a strange, quiet guilt. Why them and not me? The question can haunt the background of your thoughts. You see the unfulfilled dreams of your friends, the children they left behind, the futures they will never see, and it can feel random, unfair, and profoundly confusing. There is no easy answer to this question, and the search for one can be exhausting. It can lead to a sense of unworthiness, a feeling that you are somehow occupying a space that should have belonged to someone else. Please know, this feeling, this survivor's guilt, is an incredibly common part of the grieving process, especially with cumulative loss. It is the mind's attempt to make sense of the senseless, to find a pattern in the chaos. In the quiet of the night, when the world is asleep and your own defenses are down, these existential questions can feel enormous. The darkness can amplify them. You might find yourself mentally cataloging your own aches and pains, wondering if each one is a sign. You might feel a pang of fear when the phone rings at an odd hour. This is not paranoia. It is a state of heightened alert, born from repeated experience. Your nervous system has learned that life is fragile and that endings can come without warning. It is trying to protect you by keeping you prepared for the next blow. But this constant state of vigilance is draining. It robs you of peace and makes true rest feel impossible. It is like trying to sleep in a house when you believe an intruder is always at the door. You can never fully relax, never fully surrender. So, tonight, our purpose is not to find the answers to these unanswerable questions. Our purpose is to create a safe space to simply hold the weight of them without judgment. You do not need to push these fears away. You do not need to scold yourself for having them. They are a part of your story now, a part of this journey. Imagine for a moment that you could take this heavy weight, the fear, the guilt, the questions, and place it gently beside you. You are not discarding it or denying it. You are simply choosing not to carry it for the next few hours. You are giving yourself a period of respite. You can say to these feelings, I see you. I acknowledge you. You are a part of me. But for tonight, you can rest here, beside me. I will rest here, beside you. Let's use the breath to help with this. As you inhale, acknowledge the presence of this weight. Acknowledge the fear. Acknowledge the questions. And as you exhale, imagine you are creating a small space between you and that weight. A space of air, of light, of peace. It's not a chasm of separation, just a gentle boundary. An inhale of acknowledgement, an exhale of creating space. You are not your fear. You are the one who is aware of the fear. This small shift in perspective can make all the difference. You are the sky, and the fear is a storm cloud passing through. The cloud is real. Its presence is felt, but it is not the entirety of the sky. The vast, peaceful, eternal blue is always there, behind the clouds. The experience of being left behind can also make you feel profoundly out of sync with the world. You walk through your days carrying this immense, invisible weight, while the world around you continues on with its everyday concerns, traffic, deadlines, what to have for dinner. It can feel alienating, as if you are privy to a secret that no one else understands. The secret is the raw, undeniable fragility of everything, and it can be hard to relate to the mundane when you are living so close to the profound. Be gentle with yourself in these moments of disconnection. It is a natural consequence of having seen so much. You have traveled to a different country of the heart, one that is not on most maps, and you are learning to navigate its terrain. But you don't have to navigate it alone tonight. Here, in this shared stillness, you are understood. The weight you carry is acknowledged and honored. You have permission to feel it all, and you have permission to set it down and rest. It is so important, as you lie here, to understand a fundamental truth about what you are experiencing. This is not just one loss. What you are navigating is profoundly different from the grief that follows a single, sharp tragedy. A single loss, however devastating, is like a massive tree falling in the forest of your life. It leaves a sudden, shocking clearing. The light changes, the landscape is altered, and the silence where the tree once stood is deafening. You learn over time to walk around that clearing. You see new things grow in the space it left. The memory of the tree remains, stark and clear. But what you are going through is something else, entirely. This is not one tree falling. This is the slow, relentless erosion of the entire shoreline. Think about that for a moment. A familiar shoreline, a place you have known all your life. At first, you barely notice the changes. A bit of sand is washed away here, a small rock formation crumbles there. Each individual change is manageable, something you can adapt to. But the tide is endless. It comes in and goes out, day after day, year after year. And with each cycle, it takes a little more of the shore with it. The soft cliffs begin to recede. The path you used to walk is now underwater. The cove where you used to shelter from the wind is gone. And one day, you stand on that shore, and you realize you are in a place you no longer recognize. The very ground beneath your feet feels less stable, less certain. The landscape of your life has been permanently and irrevocably changed, not by one event, but by 1,000 small cumulative ones. This is the nature of serial grief. Each loss is its own sorrow, but it also compounds the sorrows that came before it. The first loss is a deep wound. The second loss reopens that wound before it is fully healed and creates a new one beside it. The third, the fourth, the fifth, each one adds a layer of pain onto a heart that is already tender, already grieving. It doesn't allow for the normal cycles of mourning to complete themselves. You are constantly being thrown back into the acute stages of grief, just as you might be finding your footing. It is a state of perpetual emotional triage, where you are always tending to the newest wound while the older ones still ache. This is why it can feel so overwhelming, so confusing. Your emotional resources are being depleted faster than they can be replenished. It's also why feeling uniquely alone in this experience is such a natural and valid response. While many people will experience the loss of a loved one, fewer experience this slow dwindling of their entire generation, their entire cohort of friends. It can feel like you are a member of a club no one wants to join. Others may try to understand. They may offer their sympathy, but they cannot truly grasp the feeling of watching your world depopulate. They can't understand the complex layering of grief, the way a new loss triggers the ghosts of all the previous ones. A song that reminds you of a friend who passed away 10 years ago can suddenly bring you to your knees with fresh tears because it is now tangled up with the loss of another friend just last month. The griefs become intertwined, a complex tapestry of sorrow that is impossible to unpick. This cumulative nature of your grief can also make you feel like you are not grieving properly. You might think, I should be stronger by now, or why is this hitting me so hard? I've been through this before. Please let go of that judgment. You are not failing at grief. Grief is not a test you can pass or fail. You are experiencing a different phenomenon. You are not just mourning the person you just lost. You are mourning the cumulative loss of your tribe, your history, your sense of a shared future. You are mourning the erosion of that shoreline. Each wave doesn't just take sand. It reminds you of all the sand that has already been lost. So, of course, it feels heavier each time. The weight is cumulative. Your heart is not just carrying the latest loss. It is carrying the weight of all of them. Let this understanding bring a sense of permission and peace. The exhaustion you feel is real. The confusion is justified. The feeling that your emotional footing is unstable makes perfect sense. You are standing on a changing shore. So, instead of demanding that the tide stop or scolding yourself for feeling unsteady, perhaps the only thing to do tonight is to simply acknowledge the power and the persistence of this ocean of grief. You can sit on the sand, even as it shifts beneath you, and simply watch the waves. You can honor the truth of what is happening without needing to fix it or fight it. The world tells us to move on, to find closure, to get over it. But these concepts don't really apply to the slow erosion of a world. There is no closure when the process is ongoing. There is no getting over it when it is the very fabric of your life's landscape. The only path forward is one of integration. It is about learning to live on this new shoreline, to navigate its changed contours, to find beauty in its starkness, and to build a new kind of shelter for yourself. One that is resilient and flexible. One that can withstand the endless rhythm of the tide. And the first step in building that shelter is to stop fighting the sea. It is to simply sit with it, to respect its power, and to give yourself endless compassion for the challenge of living beside it. You are doing the best you can in an unimaginable situation, and that is more than enough. As we continue to hold this space for the truth of your experience, let's gently invite a small shift in perspective. This is not about denying the pain or the weight of what you carry. It is about looking at that weight from a different angle, allowing a new kind of light to illuminate what you hold. For so long, you may have viewed your memories as a burden, a heavy collection of stories, faces, and moments that you are now tasked with carrying alone. It can feel like being the last person left in a museum after closing, responsible for all the precious artifacts, the silence echoing around you. But what if we were to reframe this? What if you are not just a survivor, burdened by the past? What if you are something far more sacred? What if you are a living library, an archive of love? Consider this idea for a moment. A library is not a sad place. It is a place of honor, of preservation, of life. It holds stories of adventure, of wisdom, of humor, of profound human connection. Each book on its shelves contains a world. You, in your heart and in your memory, are that library. Each friend you have lost is not a weight you must drag behind you. They are a treasured volume on your shelves. Their story, their laughter, their unique way of seeing the world, it has not vanished. It is safely stored with you. You have become the sacred keeper of these incredibly beautiful, irreplaceable stories. This is not a burden. It is a profound and singular honor. Think of the richness of this library that you hold. One volume is filled with outrageous jokes and hilarious misadventures. Just thinking of its title brings a faint smile to your lips. Another is a quiet, profound book of wisdom, filled with gentle advice and calming presence. A book you can still turn to in your mind when you feel lost. Another is a vibrant, chaotic story of shared dreams and late-night conversations. its pages practically buzzing with energy. There are volumes of shared secrets, of tears shed in mutual support, of triumphs celebrated together. This is not an archive of death. It is an archive of love, of lives fully and beautifully lived. And you are its devoted, loving librarian. You are the one who knows the value of every single story. Acknowledging this does not take away the sadness. Of course, you wish with all your heart that these friends were still here to tell their own stories. You would give anything to have them walk back through the doors of the library and take their book off the shelf themselves. The ache of their absence is real, and it will likely always be a part of you. But seeing yourself as a keeper, an archivist, can shift the energy around the grief. It transforms it from a passive state of suffering into an active role of loving stewardship. You are no longer just the one who was left behind. You are the one who was entrusted with their light, their legacy, their love. And please, take a moment to acknowledge the profound strength it takes to be this kind of keeper. It is not a role for the faint of heart. It requires a heart that is vast enough to hold both immense joy and immense sorrow at the same time. It requires the courage to walk through the quiet halls of memory and tend to each story with care, even when it brings tears to your eyes. It requires the resilience to keep the library open, to keep the stories alive, when it would be so much easier to lock the doors and let the dust settle. Your heart has been stretched to an extraordinary capacity by this role. It has been shaped by love, hollowed by grief, and filled again with the sacred duty of remembering. That is a beautiful, powerful, and incredibly strong heart. Let this new perspective settle in. It doesn't need to change everything at once. It's just a seed. The idea that burden can become honor, that survivor can become archivist, that haunted can become keeper. Notice how these words feel different in your body. The word burden feels heavy, slumped in the shoulders. The word honor feels different. It has a quiet dignity. It feels centered, purposeful. It suggests a role that is meaningful, even in its difficulty. As you lie here, breathing gently, see if you can allow a little of that feeling of honor to enter your heart. Let it mingle with the sadness. Let it offer a small glimmer of light in the quiet stacks of your memory. You are not just carrying their endings. You are carrying the fullness of their lives. You remember the way their eyes lit up when they talked about something they loved. You remember the sound of their specific, unique laugh. You remember the terrible songs they loved to sing off-key in the car. You remember their kindness in a moment when you needed it most. These are the details that make up a life, the precious artifacts in your collection. By remembering them, you are performing an act of profound love. You are ensuring that the essence of who they were continues to exist in this world. It exists in you. You are the living proof of the love they gave and the life they lived. And that is an honor beyond measure. So rest now, you sacred keeper. You have done more than enough. Rest in the quiet halls of your beautiful, love-filled library. All the stories are safe. Now, having acknowledged the honor of your role as a keeper of stories, let us turn inward with even greater tenderness. Because to be a librarian of such a vast and precious collection also means you must spend time in the quiet, empty spaces between the shelves. And tonight, it is essential that we give you absolute, unconditional permission to feel the emptiness. Not just to acknowledge it, but to truly feel it without apology or resistance. For so much of the day, you may feel the need to be strong. Strong for your family, for your remaining friends, for your colleagues, even for yourself. You put on a brave face. You manage your responsibilities. You navigate the world as if your heart isn't walking around with these huge, hollowed-out spaces inside it. This strength is admirable. It is a testament to your resilience, but it is also exhausting. Tonight, you can set that strength down. Right here, in the safety and solitude of your own bed, you are released from the performance. You don't have to be strong for anyone. You don't have to pretend you are okay if you are not. You have permission to be exactly as you are. If what you are is sad, then be sad. If what you are is lonely, then let yourself feel the full, suffocating weight of that loneliness. If what you are is angry at the unfairness of it all, then let that anger be present too. All of these feelings are welcome here. They are not enemies to be vanquished. They are messengers from your heart, telling the truth of your experience. Let's create a container for these feelings, a space of absolute safety where they can simply exist. Imagine that the room around you is filled with the most gentle, compassionate, and understanding energy. It is an energy that expects nothing from you. It does not need you to cheer up or look on the bright side. It simply holds you just as you are. It is like a warm, weighted blanket for your soul, providing a gentle, calming pressure that says, "You are safe. It is okay. You can let go." This space is yours. In this container, there is no judgment. There is only acceptance. You can finally stop holding your breath. You can finally let your shoulders slump. You can finally let the tears come if they need to. Let's use the breath to help us connect with the physical sensations of this grief, to allow them to move through the body instead of getting stuck. Often, when we suppress emotion, we are actually tensing our muscles against it. We clench our jaw, tighten our stomach, hold our shoulders high. Grief lives in the body. So let's invite it to move. Bring your awareness to your chest and your belly. As you breathe in, I want you to gently and intentionally breathe into the feeling of emptiness. Don't pull away from it. Don't be afraid of it. Just for a moment, let your breath fill that hollow space. Imagine your breath is a soft, warm light, gently illuminating the contours of that emptiness, exploring it with curiosity and kindness, not with fear. And as you breathe out, imagine a sense of release. Not a release of the feeling itself, but a release of the resistance to the feeling. With each exhale, let your muscles soften just a little bit more. Let go of the clenching in your stomach. Let your shoulders drop another fraction of an inch. Let the tension in your throat dissolve. The goal here is not to make the emptiness go away. The goal is to learn how to be with it without tensing against it. It is about creating space around the pain so it has room to be. When you stop fighting a wave, it can simply wash through you. It might be intense, but it will pass. It is the fighting, the resisting, that causes so much of our suffering and exhaustion. Let's try that again. A slow, gentle inhale, breathing into the hollow space in your heart, meeting it with courage and compassion. No judgment, just a quiet, "I am here with you." And a long, slow exhale, releasing the tension around it, letting go of the fight, softening the body, allowing, just allowing. You might notice that as you do this, the feeling changes. It might intensify for a moment, and that's okay. It might shift, or move. It might bring a memory or an image to mind. Whatever happens, just continue to breathe. Your breath is your anchor. It is the steady, rhythmic proof that you are alive, that you are resilient, and that you are capable of holding even this. For tonight, release the need to understand it all. Release the need to have a plan for how you will feel tomorrow. Release the need to make sense of your grief for anyone else. Tonight is just about being with the truth. And the truth is, you miss your friends. The truth is, it hurts. The truth is, you feel a profound emptiness where they used to be. And that is okay. It is more than okay. It is a sacred truth, born of a sacred love. By allowing yourself to feel it fully, you are honoring them. You are honoring the depth of the connection you shared. You are saying that their presence in your life was so significant, so powerful, that their absence has left a tangible void. That is not a weakness. It is the ultimate testament to what they meant to you. So let yourself feel it, the quiet of the empty chair, the ache in your heart. You are safe, you are held, and you do not have to be strong right now. Just be. In this space of deep acceptance, where all feelings are welcome, let us now gently turn our attention to some of the silent questions that often accompany grief. These are the heavy, unspoken questions that can circle in the mind during the quiet hours, adding another layer of weight to an already burdened heart. They are the questions born of love, but twisted by the confusion of loss. Questions that often begin with what if or if only. Tonight, we will not try to answer them. We will simply give them permission to be released, to float away on the out-breath, creating a little more space for peace. The most common of these is the quiet whisper of guilt, the why them and not me narrative. It is a question that carries an immense, impossible weight of responsibility. It presumes that there is a cosmic fairness, a reason, and a rhyme that we should be able to understand, and that our own continued existence is somehow an indictment. Let's be very clear and very gentle with ourselves about this. This feeling is not a rational thought. It is an emotional echo of the deep bond you shared. It comes from a place of profound empathy. You loved them so much that you would have traded places if you could. And because you can't, a part of your mind searches for a reason, and in the absence of one, it can sometimes turn inward, laying a quiet blame. Tonight, let us see this feeling for what it is, a testament to your love, not a reflection of your worth. And then, let us gently release it. Their journey was theirs. Its timing, its path, its conclusion. These were part of their unique story, a story that is separate from your own, even though they were so beautifully intertwined for a time. Your journey is yours. To continue living is not a betrayal. It is simply your path. With your next exhale, I invite you to consciously breathe out the weight of that question. Imagine the phrase, "Why them and not me?" dissolving into mist as it leaves your body. Let it go. It is not yours to carry. It is an unanswerable question, and trying to hold it is like trying to hold the wind. All it does is exhaust you. Let it go. And in its place, as you inhale, breathe in a simple, gentle truth. Their journey was theirs. My journey is mine. Let that settle into your bones. It is a statement of fact, not of judgment. It is a boundary of love that honors both their life and your own. Another heavy weight we often carry is the feeling that we could have, or should have, done more. The mind is an expert storyteller, and in grief, it can create elaborate tales of missed opportunities. I should have called more often. I wish I had said this one last thing. If only I had noticed the signs. These thoughts are the ghosts of a loving heart's desire for control in a situation that was ultimately uncontrollable. They are born from the beautiful human instinct to protect those we love. But they are a heavy and ultimately fruitless burden to carry into your rest. The truth is, you loved them in the best way you knew how. You showed up in the ways you could. Your friendship was a living, breathing thing, made of 1,000 small moments of connection, not a final exam that you passed or failed. A single phone call, a single conversation would not have changed the ultimate outcome. Your love for them was not contained in one final act, but was demonstrated over years and decades of shared life. That is the truth. They knew you loved them. They knew. Let that knowing be a comfort to you now. So, with your next exhale, breathe out the weight of if only. Let go of the need to have been perfect. You are human. You are a real, imperfect, and loving friend. And that was always more than enough. Imagine all those should-haves and could-haves leaving your body with the breath, dissolving into the quiet air of the room. They have no power here. They are just stories. And tonight, you can choose to let them go. And finally, let us release any lingering sense of responsibility for their happiness or for the way their life unfolded. As deep as our connections are, we are each the sole captain of our own ship. We cannot steer for another, nor can we calm their seas. We can only sail beside them for a while, offering our light as a guide, our presence as a safe harbor. You did that. You sailed beside them. You were a constant, loving presence in their life. But their journey, with all its joys and its sorrows, was theirs to navigate. You are not responsible for their destination. Affirming this is not an act of cold detachment. It is an act of profound respect. It honors their strength, their autonomy, their own life's path. It acknowledges that their journey was complete, in its own way, just as it was. So let's bring these three releases together in the breath. As you inhale, acknowledge the love that these questions come from. Acknowledge the deep caring that fuels the guilt, the regret, the sense of responsibility. And as you exhale, release the weight of it all. Breathe out, why them and not me? Breathe out, if only. Breathe out the burden of responsibility that was never yours to carry. Let it all go, and feel the space that is created, a space that can now be filled with something else. What is left when these heavy questions are released? What remains is the pure, uncomplicated truth of your connection. Love. That is the only thing that truly connects you now. Not guilt, not regret, not responsibility. Just love. It is the golden thread that runs through everything, untouched by time, by distance, by death itself. Allow yourself to rest in that simple, powerful truth. All that is left, and all that ever truly mattered, is love. And that love is still here. It lives in you. Having gently released the heavy questions that do not serve you, let us invite in a truth that is both comforting and empowering. It is the idea that your friends are not entirely gone. Their energy, their wisdom, their unique way of being in the world, these things have not simply vanished from the universe. They have, in a very real way, been integrated into your very being. You carry them with you, not just as memories in your mind, but as a living presence woven into the fabric of who you are. This is not a fanciful metaphor. It is a deep psychological and spiritual truth. The people we love profoundly change us. They leave an indelible imprint on our souls, shaping our thoughts, our values, and even the neural pathways in our brains. They live on in you. Think of it this way. Consider a great ancient tree standing in a forest. Over its long life, it has absorbed the sunlight of thousands upon thousands of days. Each season, it has drawn nutrients and water from the earth. It has weathered storms, felt the wind in its leaves, and provided shelter for countless creatures. All of these experiences are not just things that happen to the tree. They have become part of the tree itself. They are in its very wood, in the strength of its trunk, in the pattern of its rings. The sunlight of a summer 50 years ago is still present in the tree's core, contributing to its current strength. The resilience it learned from a harsh winter a decade ago is what helps it stand firm today. It is a living record, an accumulation of all the life and energy it has ever absorbed. You are like that tree, and each of your beloved friends was like a season of brilliant, nourishing sunlight. You absorbed their light. You took in their warmth, their humor, their kindness, their unique perspective. It nourished you, helped you grow, and became a part of your essential structure. The laughter you shared with a particular friend literally carved pathways of joy in your brain. The comfort another friend provided during a hard time taught your nervous system what safety felt like. The courage you witnessed in another showed you the map to your own. These are not just memories you recall. They are capacities you now possess. Their light is now part of your light. Their strength has been integrated into your strength. So when you find yourself offering a piece of advice and you hear the words of a friend coming out of your own mouth, that is them, living through you. When you face a difficult situation with a surprising surge of courage you didn't know you had, that might be the echo of a friend who was always brave, their strength now a part of yours. When you find yourself appreciating a small, silly moment of beauty in the world, a funny-shaped cloud, a perfectly brewed cup of tea, and you think, so-and-so would have loved this, that is their appreciation for life, their unique joy, living on through your eyes. You are carrying their best parts forward into the world. It is an incredible legacy. This is not to say you become them. You are still you, the great tree, with your own unique shape and form. But your composition has been enriched. You are a composite of all the love you have ever known. This understanding can be a source of immense comfort. It means that when you feel most alone, you are not. You have a counsel of wisdom within you. When you are lost, you can quietly ask yourself, what would they have said? And often, a quiet, intuitive answer will arise. That is their wisdom, now a part of your own intuition. They are not gone. They have simply changed form. They have moved from being a presence outside of you to a presence inside of you. Let this idea settle into your body as you rest. Feel the truth of it in your bones. Think of one specific quality you admired in one of your friends. Perhaps it was their boundless generosity, or their infectious optimism, or their fierce loyalty. As you hold that quality in your mind, recognize that by witnessing it, by loving it, by being in its presence, you absorbed a piece of it. It is in you now. It is a seed they planted in the soil of your soul, and it has grown. You have the capacity to carry that specific quality forward. When you act with generosity, you are honoring them. When you choose optimism, you are honoring them. When you are a loyal friend to someone else, you are honoring them. In this way, their life continues to have an effect on the world through you. Their love continues to ripple outward through your actions. This is the most beautiful and powerful form of remembrance. It goes beyond telling stories or looking at photographs. It is a living, breathing memorial. You are not just a static library, keeping the books on the shelf. You are taking the wisdom from those books and living it. You are embodying their love. So tonight, as you drift toward sleep, know that you are not just one person resting in this bed. You are a constellation of souls. You are a forest. You are a magnificent being, enriched and made stronger by every season of love you have ever known. And they are with you, not as ghosts to haunt you, but as the very sunlight in your core, the strength in your wood, the quiet, unwavering wisdom within. They are with you always. Building on this idea that your friends live on within you, let us take another gentle step forward in transforming our relationship with their memory. For a long time, especially in the raw, early stages of grief, it can feel as though you are being haunted. The memories can feel intrusive, painful reminders of what has been lost. You might see something that triggers a memory, and the suddenness of it can feel like a ghost tapping you on the shoulder, startling you, bringing a fresh wave of pain. It can make you feel afraid of your own memories, wary of the triggers that lurk in everyday life. A song on the radio, a particular scent, a phrase someone uses. This feeling of being haunted is a normal part of the grieving process. It is the mind's way of trying to process a reality it cannot yet fully accept. But you do not have to live in a haunted house forever. Tonight, we can begin to transform the feeling of being haunted by ghosts into the feeling of being accompanied by gentle guides. The energy is the same. It is the presence of their memory. But the interpretation, the story we tell ourselves about that presence, can change everything. A ghost is something that lingers against its will, something that frightens and unsettles, a remnant of the past that disrupts the present. A guide, however, is a loving, benevolent presence. A guide is here to help, to offer wisdom, to comfort, and to illuminate the path forward. They are a welcome presence, a source of strength, not fear. What if you could begin to see the presence of your friends not as ghosts, but as your own personal council of loving guides? Consider this: their memory is not here to cause you pain. The love they had for you in life has not soured or changed into something meant to hurt you. The love is still love. The memories surface not to remind you of the loss, but to remind you of the love that was, and still is, real. When a memory of a shared laugh pops into your head, perhaps it is not a ghost haunting you with what you've lost. Perhaps it is a guide, gently reminding you of the joy that is your birthright, nudging you to find a little of that lightness in your current day. When you are struggling with a decision and a memory of a friend's wise advice comes to you, that is not a ghost. That is your guide, offering the wisdom they always did, a wisdom that is now a part of you. You can actively invite this shift. It is a conscious choice. The next time a memory surfaces unexpectedly and brings that familiar pang of pain, you can pause, take a breath, and try a new response. Instead of tensing against it and thinking, "Oh, it hurts," you can soften and say, "Hello there. Thank you for visiting." You can greet the memory as a welcome friend, not an unwanted intruder. You can ask it a gentle question. What are you here to remind me of? Perhaps the memory of a difficult time you went through together is not here to remind you of the pain, but to remind you of your own strength and resilience. Perhaps a memory of a simple, quiet afternoon is here to remind you of the beauty of peace and presence. By changing your relationship to the memories, you take back your power. You are no longer a passive victim of your grief, ambushed by painful reminders. You become an active participant in a beautiful, ongoing conversation with a love that remains. You are inviting their loving presence to be a source of comfort and peace, not sorrow. It's like changing the lighting in a room. The furniture is the same, the layout is the same, but by shifting from a harsh, cold light to a warm, soft glow, the entire feeling of the room is transformed from something stark and unsettling into something cozy and welcoming. The memories are the furniture. Your interpretation is the light. Let's try to feel this in the body. Think of one of your friends. Bring their face to mind. A time when they were happy and vibrant. Feel the love you have for them. Now, instead of focusing on the fact that they are gone, focus on the essence of who they were. What was their greatest gift? What did they teach you, either with their words or just by being who they were? Now, imagine that essence, that gift, as a warm, gentle light. See that light not as something far away in the past, but as something that is right here with you now, a part of your own energy field. It is a guiding light. It is a comforting presence. It is a part of your counsel. You can even give them a new name. Not my late friend, but my guide to joy, or my guide to courage, or my guide to peace. This does not mean you will never feel sad again. The sadness is a part of the love. But it does mean that the sadness doesn't have to be the whole story. You can feel the sadness of their physical absence while also feeling the comfort of their spiritual presence. The two can coexist. You can cry for what you have lost, and in the very next breath, smile at a memory they have brought you. This is the complex, beautiful, and profound reality of a love that transcends death. It is about making space for all of it. So as you lie here, drifting closer to sleep, imagine your guides gathering around you, not as sad ghosts, but as the vibrant, loving souls you knew. They are not here to weigh you down. They are here to lift you up. They are here to watch over you as you rest. Their collective presence is a blanket of peace, a quiet hum of love that reassures you that you are safe, that you are loved, and that you are never, ever truly alone. As you lie here, wrapped in the comforting presence of your guides, let us take a moment to turn the lens of compassion and admiration directly onto you. For a long while, we have been speaking of the losses, the pain, and the love you carry for others. Now, let us speak of the incredible being who has been carrying it all. Let us acknowledge and truly honor the immense, almost unimaginable resilience that exists in your very bones. We often use the word resilience casually, but I want you to feel the true weight and meaning of it tonight. Resilience is not the absence of suffering. It is not about being untouched by pain or bouncing back as if nothing has happened. Real resilience is the ability to stand in the heart of the storm, to feel the wind and the rain, and to not be broken. It is the quiet, stubborn insistence of the human heart to continue beating, to continue loving, to continue living, even after it has been shattered. And that is what you have done. Think for a moment, with real honesty, about the sheer magnitude of what you have weathered. You have stood by bedsides. You have sat in sterile waiting rooms. You have answered phone calls that changed your world in an instant. You have attended funerals and memorial services, each one a testament to another piece of your heart being carried away. You have learned to navigate a world full of triggers and empty spaces. You have had to find new reasons to get out of bed on mornings when grief felt like a physical weight pinning you to the mattress. You have continued to show up for the life that is still here, even when a part of you wanted to retreat from it all. This is not a small thing. This is monumental. Your heart has weathered storms that would fell forests, and still, it beats. Still, it is capable of feeling love. Still, it is capable of finding moments of peace and even joy. Do not ever underestimate the miracle of that. It is the deepest testament to the strength of the human spirit. You have not been broken. You have been carved. Each loss has carved new lines on your heart, like the rings of a great tree, each one telling the story of a season of love and a season of loss. These carvings are not signs of damage. They are marks of a life lived with profound connection, of a heart that dared to love fully, knowing the risks. They have added depth and wisdom and a fierce, quiet compassion to who you are. The person you are today has been forged in the fires of both immense love and immense loss, and the result is a being of incredible strength and beauty. So often, we focus on what we've lost. Tonight, I invite you to focus on what has been gained, not in a superficial, everything happens for a reason way, but in a real, grounded acknowledgement of your own evolution. You have gained a perspective on life that many people will never know. You understand, in your very cells, what is truly important and what is not. The small, petty worries of the world likely hold less power over you. You have a PhD in presence, in appreciating the now, because you know how quickly it can become the then. You have gained a capacity for empathy that is vast and deep. When you see another person in pain, you don't just offer sympathy. You offer a true, heartfelt understanding because you have been in the depths yourself. This is a rare and precious gift. Your very presence in the world is a testament to the resilience of love. You are a walking story of survival, not in a grim, joyless way, but in a way that proves that a heart can hold both sorrow and joy, both memory and hope. You are proof that it is possible to live a rich, meaningful life even after the landscape of that life has been irrevocably changed. By simply continuing to be you, to love the people who are still here, to find beauty in a sunrise, to laugh at a silly joke, you are offering a quiet, powerful message to the world. Love is stronger than death. Connection endures. The human spirit can and does go on. Allow yourself to really take this in. This is not about ego or pride. It is about a deep, quiet self-recognition. It is about giving yourself the credit you so richly deserve. Place a hand gently on your heart. Feel its steady rhythm beneath your palm. That is the rhythm of resilience. That is the beat of a heart that has known the highest joys and the deepest sorrows and has chosen to keep going. Send a wave of gratitude to this heart. Thank it for its incredible strength. Thank it for its unwavering courage. Thank it for continuing to hold so much love. And thank your body too. This body that has carried you through every difficult day, that has housed all of this emotion, that continues to breathe and heal and move you forward. It is a remarkable vessel of strength. You are so much stronger than you know. You have been walking a path that few are asked to walk, and you are still walking. You are still here. You are a warrior of the heart. And tonight, this warrior deserves to rest. You have fought enough for one day. You have carried enough. It is time to lay down your armor, to set down your shield, and to allow yourself to be held in the arms of a deep and restorative peace. You have earned this rest 1,000 times over. So let the recognition of your own incredible resilience be the final permission you need to completely let go. Let it be the lullaby that soothes you into sleep. You are strong. You are whole. And you are safe to rest now. As you continue to float in this state of deep peace, acknowledging the incredible resilience within you, let us create a beautiful image to hold as you drift even deeper towards sleep. An image that honors the complexity and the beauty of the life you have lived, woven with all the love you have known. Imagine for a moment that your life is a magnificent, vast tapestry. When you are standing too close to it, you can only see the individual threads, and sometimes all you can see are the knots and the tangles on the backside, the messy, chaotic parts of life and loss. But tonight, I want you to imagine that you can float back just a little and begin to see the tapestry as a whole, to see the masterpiece that has been created. This tapestry is woven with countless threads, each one representing a person, a moment, an experience. And the threads of your dearest friends are among the most vibrant and essential in the entire design. See them now. Visualize the threads of these friendships, each with its own unique color and texture. There are the brilliant, golden threads of laughter. Think of a friend who could make you laugh until you cried. See their thread, shimmering and bright, woven in and out of your life, creating patterns of pure joy. It catches the light, and even now, it brings a warmth to the whole design. There are so many of these golden threads, moments of silliness, of shared humor, of light-hearted connection. They are the sunshine woven into your story. Then, see the silver threads of tears. These are just as precious. These represent the times you cried together, the moments of shared vulnerability and support. When your heart was broken, when you were scared or lost, a friend was there, and their presence wove a strong, shimmering silver thread right alongside your darker, more painful ones. These silver threads are not sad to look at. They are beautiful. They represent the strength of your bonds, the trust, the intimacy. They show that you were never truly alone in your sorrow. They add a depth and a luster to the tapestry that pure gold alone could never achieve. Look closer and see the deep, rich, indigo blue threads of shared secrets and late-night conversations. These are the threads of profound trust, of souls laid bare. They represent the stories you told them that you told no one else, the dreams you confessed, the fears you whispered in the dark. These threads run deep within the tapestry, forming its very foundation. They are what make the entire structure strong and coherent. They are quiet, not flashy like the gold, but their presence is what gives the whole piece its integrity and its truth. They are the threads of being truly seen and truly known. And there are so many other colors. There are the earthy, brown threads of simple, everyday companionship, making dinner together, running errands, the comfortable silence of just being in the same room. There are the bright, scarlet threads of shared adventures, of risks taken and new experiences embraced. There are the soft, green threads of growth, representing how you helped each other become better versions of yourselves. See how all these threads, the gold of laughter, the silver of tears, the blue of secrets, are not separate. They are woven together. They cross over and under each other, creating a pattern that is far more beautiful and complex than any single color could be on its own. Now, notice something important about this tapestry. Where a thread from a beloved friend ends, it does not simply leave a hole. That is not how a master weaver works. The end of that thread is carefully, lovingly knotted and woven back into the fabric, securing it forever. And the threads of your own life, your own resilience, your own memories, continue on from that point, changed and enriched by the color of the thread that is now a permanent part of the design. The color of your friend's thread influences the colors of the threads that come after. The golden thread of their laughter has taught your own thread how to be a little brighter. The silver thread of their comfort has made your own thread stronger and softer. Their thread may have ended, but its color, its texture, its very essence is now a part of every inch of the fabric you continue to weave. From this gentle distance, you can see that the tapestry of your life is not a sad or tragic piece. It is breathtaking. It is a story of immense love, of profound connection, of joy and sorrow and growth and everything in between. It is a completed masterpiece, a testament to the fact that these relationships, however long or short they were, have helped you become this beautiful, rich, and complex work of art. The end of their threads is not a flaw in the design. It is part of the story the tapestry tells. It is a story of a life lived so fully and with such an open heart that you were willing to weave your own thread so closely with others, creating something together that is beautiful, eternal, and complete. Honor this masterpiece. You are not a collection of frayed ends and broken pieces. You are this whole, stunning, and intricate tapestry, and it is a story worth celebrating. Rest now, wrapped in the beauty of all the love you have ever known. As the image of that beautiful, complete tapestry settles in your mind, let us integrate one final, essential truth into the very fabric of your being. It is a truth that your friends, in their deepest wisdom and love for you, would want you to know. It is this: to live your remaining life with peace, with joy, and with purpose is the greatest, most profound tribute you can possibly pay to their memory. For so long, grief can trick us into believing that our continued sorrow is a measure of our love. We can feel, on a subconscious level, that to be truly happy again would be a betrayal, a sign that we have forgotten or that we didn't care enough. We can carry a quiet, heavy sense of obligation to remain in mourning, as if our sadness is the only thing keeping their memory alive. Tonight, let us gently and lovingly release this misconception. It is a burden you were never meant to carry, and it is one your friends would be the first to ask you to set down. Think of them. Think of the love they had for you. Did they want you to live a life defined by pain? Did they enjoy seeing you suffer? Of course not. They celebrated your joys. They wanted your happiness, your laughter, your fulfillment. That is what they wanted for you when they were alive. And the purity of that love does not change just because their physical form is gone. Their deepest wish for you now, as then, is your peace. Embracing life again is not forgetting them. It is celebrating them. It is the ultimate act of honor. Every time you allow yourself to genuinely laugh, you are honoring the friend who loved your laugh. every time you take a risk and pursue a dream, you are honoring the friend who believed in your potential. Every time you find beauty in a sunset, or comfort in a quiet moment, or connection with another human being, you are living out the very values that your friendships were built upon. You are carrying their legacy of love for life forward into the world. To live fully is to say, the love you gave me was so powerful that it continues to fuel a beautiful life. The light you shared with me was so bright that it still illuminates my path. That is the most powerful tribute there is. Let go of the idea that you must live in a state of perpetual mourning. That is not loyalty. It is a cage. Grief will be a part of your life, yes. It will be a thread in your tapestry forever, a silver one that adds depth and beauty. But it does not have to be the only thread you weave from now on. You have permission to weave with gold again. You have permission to seek out and create new patterns of joy, of connection, of purpose. This does not dishonor the past. It enriches the whole design. Your friends are a part of your foundation. They are the strong, deep roots of the tree that is you. A tree honors its roots not by staying small and sad, but by growing tall, by reaching for the sun, by putting out new leaves and blossoms. That is the proof of the root's strength. Your continued growth, your continued blossoming, is the proof of their love's enduring power. Consider what it means to live as a celebration of all the love you've known. It means being kinder to yourself because they were kind to you. It means being more courageous because they saw the courage in you. It means being more present because you know how precious the present moment is. It means loving the people who are still in your life with an open and generous heart because you know what a gift that love is. In this way, their memory becomes not a source of pain that holds you back, but a source of inspiration that propels you forward. You become a living embodiment of the best parts of all the love you have ever received. So, as you rest here, make a quiet, gentle promise to yourself and to them. A promise to live. Not just to survive, not just to exist, but to truly live. To seek out peace, to allow joy, to find meaning. Release any guilt that stands in the way of this promise. Let it dissolve. It has no place here. Your friends do not want your sorrow. They want your peace. They do not want your tears to be the only testament to their life. They want your joy to be a testament to the love they gave you. Feel this permission settling deep into your heart. The permission to be happy. The permission to heal. The permission to live a full and beautiful life, not in spite of your losses, but in honor of them. This is the final integration, the transformation from grief as a static state of being to love as an active way of living. Your life, from this moment on, can be a moving, breathing, loving memorial. A testament not to their absence, but to the enduring power of their presence in your heart, in your actions, and in the person you have become because of them. Let this understanding be the gentle wave that carries you out into the deep, peaceful ocean of sleep. You are free, free to live, free to be at peace. It is what they would want most for you. It is the greatest gift of love you can now give back to them. As you drift in this deep, quiet space, on the very edge of sleep, let your mind create one final comforting image to carry you through the night. Let go of all the effort of thinking and analyzing. Simply allow this scene to unfold for you, like a gentle dream beginning to form. Imagine that as you prepare to let go completely, a circle is forming around you. It is a circle of your dearest friends, the ones you hold so closely in your heart. See them not as they were in their final days, but as they were in their most vibrant, happy, and loving moments. See the light in their eyes, the easy smiles on their faces. They are not ghosts. They are pure, loving energy. They are your counsel, your guides, your loving watchers. They have gathered here tonight for one purpose, to stand watch as you prepare to sleep. There is no sadness in this circle. There is only a profound and powerful love. They are not looking at you with pity, but with a deep, abiding admiration for your strength, for your resilience, for the beautiful way you continue to carry their love. They are here to create a sanctuary of safety for you, a protective space where no harm can enter, where no anxieties or fears can disturb your rest. Their collective presence forms a boundary of light around your bed, a warm, gentle, and impenetrable shield. Feel their love as a tangible thing. It is not just an idea, it is a sensation. It is like a warm, soft, weighted blanket being draped gently over your entire body. Feel its comforting weight on your legs, your hips, your chest, your shoulders. This blanket is woven from all the love they ever gave you and all the love you gave them. It is infused with every laugh you ever shared, every moment of comfort, every word of encouragement. It carries the memory of their hugs, the warmth of their hands, the steady reassurance of their presence. It is a blanket of pure peace, and it is here to hold you all night long. You do not need to do anything to deserve this. You only need to receive it. Allow yourself to be held by this immense love. Let your body sink even more deeply into the mattress, knowing that you are completely supported, not just by your bed, but by this powerful circle of care. They are assuring you, without a single word, that you are safe, that you have done enough, that you have carried enough, that for these next several hours, you can lay your burdens down completely because they are standing watch. They are taking a turn so that you can finally, truly rest. Their presence is a lullaby. It is not a song with words, but a quiet hum of peace that resonates in the very air around you. It is a frequency of pure, unconditional love. Listen for it, not with your ears, but with your heart. Can you feel that gentle vibration? It is a steady, calming rhythm that soothes your nervous system. It is the sound of all is well. It is the whisper of you are loved. It is the promise of we are here. Let this gentle hum wash over you, through you, dissolving any remaining pockets of tension in your body. Let it quiet the chatter of your mind. Let it be the gentle current that carries your consciousness away from the shore of wakefulness and out into the vast, calm ocean of deep sleep. Each one of them is contributing to this lullaby of peace. The friend who is always so calm and steady is contributing their deep sense of peace. The friend who is always so full of joy and laughter is contributing their vibrant, warm energy. The friend who was so fiercely protective is contributing their strength to the shield of light around you. You are receiving the very best of all of them, a symphony of their loving essences, all playing in perfect harmony to soothe you into slumber. There is nothing to fear in the night. There are no lonely hours to face. You are surrounded, protected, and held in the highest and most tender regard. Know this as you let go. You are never, ever truly alone. Even in your deepest sleep, even in your most solitary moments, this council of loving watchers is with you. Their love is a permanent part of your own energy field. It is woven into your soul. By inviting them in tonight as your guides and protectors, you are simply acknowledging a truth that has always been there. So feel their collective smile. Feel their nods of approval and love. They are so proud of you, and they are so happy to see you finally giving yourself the gift of profound, untroubled rest. Let their presence be the last thought you have as you drift away. Let the feeling of their warm, loving blanket be the last sensation you feel. You are safe, you are cherished, and it is time to sleep. They will take it from here. There is nothing left to do now. Nothing left to solve. Nothing left to hold. The time for thinking is over. The time for feeling has softened into a gentle, quiet hum. All that remains is rest. Deep, profound, and healing rest. Let your mind go soft now. Let the images and thoughts of the day, of this conversation, dissolve like sugar in warm water. They are no longer needed. They have done their work. What is left is a simple, peaceful emptiness, a clean slate, a quiet harbor at the end of a long, long voyage. Feel your body growing heavy and peaceful, a pleasant, comfortable weight that pulls you down, down, down into the soft depths of your mattress. It is a welcome gravity, a feeling of being anchored, of being secure. Let this heaviness begin in your feet. Your feet, which have walked so many miles on this earth, can now be still. Let them go completely limp, completely heavy, and allow that feeling of deep, heavy peace to travel slowly upward, up into your ankles, your calves, your knees. All the strength and tension in your legs can simply melt away. Surrender their weight. Let them be held. This wave of heaviness continues to move upward into your thighs, your hips. Your entire lower body is now deeply, wonderfully relaxed, sinking gently, letting go. And now, feel this deep relaxation spreading across your belly and your lower back. All the muscles that hold you upright during the day can now release. Let your stomach be soft. Let your back melt into the surface beneath you. And feel this wave of peace flowing up into your chest. Your heart, which has held so much, can now beat in a slow, calm, and easy rhythm. A rhythm of sleep. A rhythm of peace. Your breathing is slow and serene. Each breath is a soft, gentle tide, washing in and washing out. With every exhale, you sink just a little deeper, a little further into tranquility. The heaviness flows into your shoulders, letting them drop into a state of profound release. Down your arms, your elbows, your wrists, and into your hands. Your hands are heavy, warm, and still. Fingers resting softly. And finally, this gentle, peaceful weight flows up into your neck and your head. Your jaw is soft. Your eyes are still. The muscles of your forehead are smooth and serene. Your entire body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, is now invited to enter a state of complete and total rest. You are drifting now, floating on a calm, quiet sea. The loving presence of your watchers is the water that holds you buoyant and safe. The gentle hum of their love is the tide that carries you. Let us drift even deeper with each number. 10. Letting go of this room, this time, this space, drifting out into the gentle darkness. 9. Feeling the last remnants of conscious thought begin to fade, becoming distant and unimportant. 8. A sense of profound safety enveloping you completely. You are held, you are protected. 7. Deeper and deeper now, down into the healing, restorative layers of sleep. 6. Your body is resting, your mind is quiet, your spirit is at peace. 5. Halfway to a place of perfect stillness, where dreams are born and the soul is replenished. 4. So heavy now, so peaceful, so ready for the deep rest you so richly deserve. 3. Almost there, on the very edge of the vast, silent world of deep sleep. 2. Just one final gentle breath, letting everything go, releasing, surrendering. 1. You are here, you have arrived. There is nothing left to do but rest. Let go, and let sleep come, like a gentle tide returning to the shore. You are loved. You are whole. Sleep now.